What's up guys, welcome back to the channel, and that's right, we are back on FIFA 21, back with yet another career mode for you. You all thought it was the end. I kept this one quiet. It isn't the end just yet. We want to get this career mode done in the next 4 to 5 weeks, so then we can have a few week break before FIFA 22. So this will be our final ever FIFA 21 career mode, and we're going to be doing it out in Spain with Real Betis. That's right, Real Betis will be our last ever career mode, guys, and this is going to be somewhat of a rebuild. Now the main objective is to basically win domestic trophies and accomplish the unaccomplishable. That is, become a top team here in Spain and beat the likes of Atletico, Real and Barcelona and become champions here in Spain. So, main objective, win a domestic cup and become league title winners within about 3, maybe 4 seasons. If we can do it quicker than that, perfect. But let's see how it goes, guys. Season 1 is all going to be about changing up this squad, and my god, does this squad need changing up. I'm not going to go through specifics, but a lot of the older players will be moved on. So unfortunately, players like Joaquin, he's 38, he'll be moved on. Grado as well, he is, I think, what is he, 33, he'll be moved on as well, guys, and other players. So this is going to be a complete rewrite for Real Betis. What better way to do it than get these players sold and then bring in some players of our own. So guys, we've got ourselves on the transfer hub a nice little list that I've built up together for this team, all being scouted, so we're going to have to wait a little bit of time before we can make any transfers, but it will be in today's episode. So for centre back, specifically right centre back, this is Bremer, Brazilian international playing over in Italy, could be a potential target for us. Joaquin, already playing his football over here in Spain, another target for us. And then we move on to left-footed centre backs. This is Marcao as well, he's in Galatasaray playing in Turkey at the minute, another Brazilian. And Sven Botman, I'm sure a lot of you guys know, he's touted to be one of the next special centre-backs to come away from the Netherlands. He's currently playing at Lille, which is a team that is developing top talent right now. Moving on then into midfield, we've got João Aribo. I'm just watching him at the moment play for Rangers. Very good player. I think one day he'll end up playing in a bigger league. No offence to the Scottish League, but I think he'll end up playing probably in the Premiership. Maybe here with Real Betis in Spain. This guy, he's touted as well, another top talent in Spain already, Spanish as well, Pedro Diaz. He's probably my main target out of the lot. I'd love to bring him in to Real Betis. And then moving out, we've got a couple of wingers listed. Another player from Rangers that I really like, Inas Hadji. We don't need to talk about his father. His father was one of the greatest of all time. Inas Hadji trying to step up into his father's footsteps. He may even overtake him, you never know, he's only 21. And then we've got Gonzalo Plata from Sporting as well, making waves over there in Portugal. And then for striker, we've gone for these two guys, another Brazilian. We're hot on the Brazilians at the minute. Arthur Cabral, he's a beast. He becomes a beast as well in career mode. And then another one, Kanjin Lee. This will be probably a difficult one to get done because he's playing for Valencia, but you never know. This may be a player that we move for. That is our list at the minute. It might change. It might have players cut or players added throughout the window. I'll keep you updated on that. We need to advance some time now, get some players sold, then sign some new ballers. So it begins then, guys. This is our first ever transfer offer in. And this one is for a player that I probably wasn't going to sell, but looking at it, he's 28 years of age, Christian Tello, 79 rated. He's probably going to be able to get up to, what, 81, maybe an 82 at a real push. Maybe it's a good time actually to cash in on this player and get an upgrade in for a wide position, which I am looking at a couple players for out wide anyway. So I think we can get a bit more money for him. If we can get in the excess of 20 million, I'll probably take that. So let's go ahead and negotiate for Christian Tello. Hopefully we can get a good deal, guys. Here we go. Okay, so I'm going to want over 20 million. So if I ask for to start with, say 22 mil flat. Let's see what they say about that. 22 million pounds. They want 18.2. Can we get them into the 20? If we can, I'll be really happy. If I can get 21 million pounds maybe for him, come on, offer me in the 20s. There we go. Okay, simple. Why didn't they just negotiate that down to 21? There we go. 21 million pounds then. That will see Christian Tello leave for Lazio if all things go to plan. Good deal for us. Guys, the transfers are rolling in now. This is the second offer for another player. This is for Moreno, a player that we are looking to move on. A striker, 26 years of age, 77 rated. He could probably become decent, but not the quality that I am looking for. 11.4 million is the offer. I want to get over 15 for this player. Surely I can get ourselves 15 million for this player. I'm going to ask for 16 and a half just to start with. See what they say about that. 11.4 they're saying. That's under his value, so that's just not happening, to be honest. That's just not happening. 15.2 million. If I can get 15 million, I'll be really happy. 11.4, they're taking the absolute you know what. I'm not selling him for that. That's just pointless. It's just under his value. I'll go down to 14 and a half. Close to the 15 million that I initially wanted. Any lower, it's not happening. They're not happy with it. Jog on then, mate. Now let's move on to some transfers of our own guys after that really stupid offer coming in where they wouldn't meet our valuation. Not even close. They wouldn't even meet his base value. Guys, this is going to be what we're going to be targeting now. A centre midfielder. Joe Arribal or Pedro Diaz. Now, I have to be honest, Pedro Diaz is my #1 target. But we could eventually actually go for both. Right footer and a left footer. It may be required in this transfer window depending on what happens with other player sales. Let's get a player signed. First signing, let's make a statement. Go get this very young, very promising midfielder, Pedro Diaz. I think we can get him for a very good fee. So let's try and get him for under 11.5 million. If we can get him for under that, I think that represents a very good deal for us. We're actually building up some good funds at the minute as well. Okay, so we're going to go in with a £10 million offer. That'll be the first offer. If we can get him for that, I'll be very happy. I'm not happy to do that deal. No, thank you. Because I think I can get more money for Sydney on his own. We go back in again. Go 11 million. And remove that exchange player. 11 million pounds. What am I doing? 11 million pounds. That's perfect. Submit that offer. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Pedro Diaz. Boom. 11 million. Decent price, I think, in the long run. It's well worth it. Let's get his contract done and confirm him as our first signing with Real Betis. Right, okay, so he wants to be sporadic. Fine by me. He can be a sporadic player. He's probably going to be playing a lot more than what he expects. Get him on a 5-year deal. That'll take him up to the age of 27 if he gets the maximum amount out of that deal. Release clause of 26 mil. That's not happening. We're going to deny that release clause because I think he could become a superstar. I don't want him to be able to leave on the cheap. Nah. That ain't happening, lads. Wages then. £7.8 thousand a week. We'll bump up his wage to, what, 11 grand. Give him a signing bonus of 100k. Just to sweeten that deal up a little bit for the young man. Will he sign with that? Want 16.5 and 145. We'll counter that again. Want to save as much money as we can. I'll go down to 14. I'll go this down to 125. And we're chucking a cheeky a goal bonus. If we can get 10 goals, he can have another 200k. If he gets 10 goals, I'll be very happy with him. There we go. That's our offer. He'll settle with it. Good negotiations. Good player. Our first signing confirmed for Real Betis is Diaz. More transfers. This is what this episode's pretty much going to be about. That is it. We already knew it because I knew I could see the difference in the transfer budget. But it is confirmed now for us. Tello has been sold. And we've got an offer in for a player that I'm not looking to sell, let alone loan him. Victor Camarasa. Got a release clause in there, so we need to be careful. If he starts to grow, then I want to make sure that we give him a new deal. I'm going to reject that. He's not available for loan. Camarasa, I think he can become quite a good little player. Well, I just chucked this one in for you guys. Another offer in. This one is for Alex Moreno, another player that I'm not looking to sell. He's only 27. He can play all the way up that left-hand side of the pitch, which would be really important for us, I think. Again, he's got a release clause in there. If that was met, maybe a different story, but 11 million, going to be able to get maybe 15, 14 million for him. It's probably not worth it, so we'll reject that deal. He'll be staying put for this season unless we get a crazy offer. This is a good deal, guys. This will be a very good deal for us, a player that I've played with and I cannot get used to playing with. A shame, because he's not that bad rating, and 27, he could be a decent squad player, but we'll take the cash for this player. If we can get, well, they've offered the 6 mil. Try and push for 7. If we can get 7, I'll be really happy with it. And again, another deal that we're going to try and negotiate, get the player off the books, and then we're going to start to move for some more targets of our own. I'm going to ask for 7 million straight. If I can get 7 million straight, I'll be really happy with that deal. Roy Hodgson going ahead and taking it. £7 million. We will definitely take that deal, guys. So now we can probably start to look at another potential player we're going to bring in. So I've moved around the team a little bit to suit my needs. Some players from the reserves are coming in. This guy looks very good. Alanes, he's come in, 20 years of age, 74 rated. Our new signing, our only signing so far, Diaz, is in there as well. I move Canales out wide, out to the right hand side, left footed. He's going to cut inside, play like a bit like a Jack Grealish kind of winger. And Lanes is going to be more of our direct placey player. Let's go into our transfer hub and make some moves. Want some new signings. So Hadji's been one of our targets that we've been looking at. We've lost a couple of wingers. Probably be a good idea to maybe move ahead and bring in a winger, either Hadji or Plata. Both have been scouted, both looking very decent indeed. I do want to start to sort out that back four as well. I think I would like to try and make a move for Hadji. I don't know if we're going to be able to. We will. They're going to want between 10 to 14. That's not too bad. We'll go ahead and we try and bring in Inas Hadji then next. Let's do it, guys. Hadji could be on his way to Real Betis. Offer a transfer fee. Go in at 9.5 million. Let's just see what they say about that. See if they would take that there at Rangers. We want Montoya, which is a player that I'm not really using. Then I'll have to go out and get another right back, which I don't really want to go ahead and do that. So I'm just going to remove that deal. I want to try and just do this for just money, basically. I'll offer them £10 million for Hadji, see if they like that at all. £10 million for Hadji would leave us 17 in the bank. They want a 6% sell on. I'll counter it. I'll propose a new fee. I'll just say 11.3 million and remove the selling clause. There we go. Come on. Done. There we go, guys. 10.3 million in the end. That's going to get the deal done. Very happy with that. Very happy. Last little bit of this deal then. He's going to be a crucial player for us. No point lying about it. I want to make sure that he comes to the club and feels comfortable day one. So he is crucial. A 5-year deal. He's going to be here for a very long time. No release clause. I'm going to deny that again. I don't want one of our top targets, one of our best players coming in to have a release clause. Wages on 31 grand a week. I'm going to go ahead and bump that up for him to 42 grand here. In Spain, we can afford a little bit more than they can in Scotland. And then signing bonus 200k, add an additional bonus. If he can get, again, 10 goals, he can have another 300k. We'll just chuck that in for him. Good deal all round for us and him. Inas Hadji is now a Real Betis player. Alright then, guys, a few days have passed. Finally, we got some more business potentially underway here. This is for Victor Ruiz, 31 years of age, 77 rated and decreasing. Wolves are coming in with 6.7 million. I'm going to go ahead again, always negotiate just to try and get another £1 million, because in this career mode our owners are taking about 2 or 3 million every deal we do, so we need to try and make as much money as possible for deals. If we can get 7.7, that'd be really good business for us. Come on, Wolves, you've got the money surely. 7.2, we'll counter it again. New fee, come on, what about 7.5? Do me dirt, do me good, do me good. There we go, 7.5, we've got the deal, Wolves got their deal. To get more players moving, we need to get more players sold, because we really do need to start to make a big impact in this squad. Thank God for that. He has been sold. It didn't fall through. Nothing went wrong. It went very right for us. We got the 6 million out of the 7.5 million pounds that we sold him for. So that means we should have a decent little budget at the minute. 30 million pounds. We've got a very good budget actually. Looking at this team, we definitely need to now go ahead and sort out centre back. So we've got Mandy in there at the moment, a player that I'm content with, but I would like to potentially change that. Marco Bartra is still a player we're trying to move on. We do need a left-footed centre back. That's for sure. Sydney as well. We're trying to sell him. So let's go ahead again to our transfer hub. We're going to need a left-footed centre-back, guys. That is clear for all to see. Now, left-footed centre-back. Which one should we go for? We've got Machau here or Botman. They're both looking very good. I think Botman, younger, and he's already a better player. That probably would be the better deal. They're going to want quite a big fee though. 17 million plus. We don't really want to spend that much already. Whereas we could probably get him, I don't know, for if we could get Markow for 16 million, it'd be good business. If we can get Botman, God, he's going to be in the 20s. We're not going to. I don't want to do that much. I'm rather bring in a Markow as well, just because the fee's going to be a little bit lower. We can improve elsewhere in the squad. But then again, Botman. I'm stuck, guys. Right, let's go for Botman first, just because it makes more sense because of his age and his overall. But if the deal becomes too big for us, we'll drop out. We can always go over player swap as well. If I go in with Sidney, who's someone I'm trying to get rid of, and a fee of, say, 7 million, that looks like a really good deal for them, hopefully. They're interested in the player. Brilliant news. They want a 10% sell on. Don't really want that, so I'll remove that. Put a new fee in. Go down 10. If we can get him for 10 mil and Sidney, I'll be very happy. 13.4. I'm going to try and haggle a little bit lower. What about 11.5 and Sidney? That's a lot of money when you add it together. It's nearly over 20 mil. No. I don't want to lose this deal, so I don't want to haggle it anymore. I'm going to take that 13.4. I'm going to take one on the chin, lads. Let Sidney go as well. They're getting a fee of around 26 million, but we are saving cash. We're getting rid of a player we didn't want anyway. Sven Botman looks like a superstar, so we're going to bring him in. A new left-footed centre-back. This is going to be class. Let's get his contract done, and then I'll be very, very happy. Now, he wants to be an important player. Well, yeah, he's going to be an important player, hopefully, for the full length of this career mode. A 5-year deal. He isn't going to have a release clause. There's no way I'm letting him have that. He doesn't want one anyway. Good news for us. Accept that. Now let's just get this contract finalised with his salary. It's on 20 grand a week at the minute. We'll bump that up to 31,000 and give him 300k to sign. Let's see what you think about that offer. Done. Sven Botman is our new left-footed centre-back, and I'm very, very happy. Okay guys, something else that I've done, I've changed position for Canales. I've trained him into a right winger. Will that positively boost his overall? It does. At 29, he's growing even more, up to an 83 now. Hopefully we can keep him for a couple of seasons before he starts to, you know, peter off, and we may have to move him on. But I think he's going to be solid for at least 2 years with us at the club. We're not really getting much movement in the window at the minute. I mean, so far then, let's have a look. So, we've brought in Diaz, which is one of my top targets. Very happy about that. Brought in Botman, again, another top target. Very happy about that. And Hadji as well, who's going to battle it out with Alanes out there on that left-hand side. Very happy about bringing him in as well. Still feel like we're a bit not strong enough, are we? At all. We need, I think, another midfielder. I think Camarasa, good for maybe on the reserves, but not good enough for the bench. I want to bring in a much better midfielder. So, I mean, maybe not much better instantly, but in the long run, the players we've got in the squad hub that are up for sale are not moving, so we may have to start using them in deals of our own. So, we definitely want a right-footed centre-back. We want another centre-mid. I think Joe Aribo might be the player. 73 rated, he's not an upgrade on Camarasa at all, so maybe that's a silly deal to do. Maybe we should start to look up the top end of the pitch. We want to improve up front. I like Iglesias, he looks decent. I definitely want another player to compete with him up front. How much will this deal cost us? Not that much for Kanjin Lee. Quite happy about that. And Cabral, he's going to be more expensive, but we know how good he can become. I'm quite interested in this deal for Kanjin Lee. I think that looks like a very good deal we could get done. Probably with cash as well. So let's jump in now and negotiate this. We can get in for hopefully a very nice fee. Under 12.5 million. I think that represents a good deal. Now, have we got any players that we want to get off the books here that we can include in this deal? I'm not sure that we really have, other than maybe a Robles that we're trying to get rid of. Maybe offer him and then go in with what, 7 million and him. That represents what, just over 10 million. They want Jacquin. I'm not against letting him go, to be fair to Valencia. 5 million. Let's try and take it down. If we can take it down to 4.5 and Jacquin, that's about 10 million. I'll be very happy with that. 1 or 2% sell-on clause. Counter it. We will. I don't like having the sell-on clause there because I'm not sure how good he's going to become and how valuable he might become for us to maybe sell on in the future. So I'll remove that and I'll just up the fee a little bit to 4.9. I'm sure that might just do it. There we go. That's got that deal done. Kanjin Lee could be on his way to Real Betis. Again, just a matter of contracts. Okay, then Kanjin Lee wants to be a rotation player. That's perfect for us. He'll be on the bench, I think, as a backup striker. Could become our first team striker, though, in no time. A 5-year deal. He wants a 25 million release clause. I'm not giving him that. Again, no release. They have a release clause out in Spain, but not when I'm over there managing. That's not happening. 12 grand a week, so he's taken a dip in his current wage. 110k to sign and only 87k after 5 goals. I'll take that. That's a brilliant deal. Kanjin Lee, you've undervalued yourself, but we'll take it. He is our new striker. Okay, guys, a lot of deals being done for players that we wanted. We definitely wanted a right-footed centre-back, so let's go ahead and get that one done now as well. Bremer looks like a very good player, but our main target was always going to be Joaquin. Already playing out in Spain. Looks like a very, very good player. I think he can develop as well into a top centre-back for us. Let's go ahead and approach the buy. This will be a class deal. He's 6'3". He's a really commanding centre-back. We've got 12 million. We're going to have to get a player swap deal done. But I have something up my sleeve. So, centre-backs. Marco Bartra is someone that we're looking to move on. He's hit his peak, whereas Joaquin hasn't. So it might look like we're giving them a better deal, but overall, we're getting the better deal out of this. We're going to offer him. They're happy with him. They'd want 15%, which is ridiculous. So we remove that, and they want 4 million on top. If I give them 5, because I've taken away that 15%, will they be happy with that? They're getting a very good, very big deal. There we go. Short term, it looks better for them. Long term, much better for us. Right, this could be one of our final signings of today's episode. Transfers only, guys. That's all it's been. I want to give some time for you guys to get in the comments to let me know if you want me to sign anybody different. We've obviously still got some players to sell, so we've got 7 million at the minute left over after this deal has gone through. However, we'll have more than that, trust me. We don't want a release clause at all in this player's deal. He's already asking for 40. He knows how good of a player he can become. So does his agent, clearly. Okay, 15 grand a week. We'll bump that up to 20 grand a week. We'll give him 300k to sign. A bonus as well. If he can keep 15 clean sheets, he can have another £400,000. That's all bumped up into his contract. A big offer for him, for a big player. I'm very happy. We've done all the deals I wanted. Okay, guys, this is how the squad looks ahead of the new season. We could still make a few more signings and sales. That might go through. I'd like to hear from you guys in the comments. What do you think of what I've done so far? And who else would you like me to maybe bring in? Remember, we're probably going to have a max of about 15 million. So it's going to be a young player. That's what we're doing anyway in this career mode. So, Iglesias is going to be our main striker for Season 1, I think. Lanes, we've got here out on the left-hand side. Bekia in the number 10, and Canales playing out on the right, like a Jack Grealish type winger. Less pace or technical ability. Diaz we brought in as well, really good young centre mid. Rodriguez to play next to him. He will be switching in and out with Carvalho from the bench. Moreno, new centre back pairing in Botman and Joaquin with Emerson at right back. Bravo in goal. Obviously, we're hoping for some growth from Martin. We've also brought in Kanjin Lee for a future first-team striker on the bench at the minute. As well as that, Hadji, he'll be battling it out with Lanes. He can probably battle it out with Fekir and Canales as well. He can play across the front three, I'd imagine. Camarasa in there, good rotation player. Hopefully, he can grow. Carvalho, you know about. Miranda's on loan from Barca. We'll try and make that permanent because he's got some good potential. Mandy will be staying with us. And yeah, the goalkeeper. Got reserves here. We've got a few players here that we'll be potentially looking to sell. Maybe Robles, Corredado, as well as that, and Loren. And then the players below that here are just the nothing players. No offense, but they're not going to be playing. They're not going to be involved. They're going to be either sold or loaned. There may be some more movement from us, but it will be maybe 1, maybe 2. Nothing absolutely insane. Got an email here. Is there anything special? The board are just saying your contribution, saying thanks. So what have I done? Okay, cool. I've completed one of their short-term medium priority objectives. We've done that. That's fine. That was easy to be done. That reminds me, just before I cut off today's episode, let's go to Youth Academy and have a look. You never know what you're going to find. We're going to jump in here. Okay, this looks decent. Oh, hello. Okay, so your eye will immediately go to one player only. The rest of them don't look very good at all, but this guy, Ricardo Moreno, who has got the same facial scan as the career mode we've just wrapped up after 5 seasons with Nottingham Forest in England. It is Jacob Marshall, returned, but in a Spanish form under the name of Ricardo Moreno. That's cool. That's really cool. Let's see what this guy in Spain can do. He's 17, 5-star, 5-star. He's 6'3". He looks very good. He's playing at the minute left wing. I'm not sure he's got the cam in there as well. To me, he looks like he'd play up front a bit like Marshall did. I think we haven't actually got a cam. So what I'm going to do, he could be like a very good like centre forward cam kind of player. So I'm going to train him up actually to be a cam. And first of all, we're going to actually promote him straight away to the first team because yeah, man, he looks good. He does look good, I'm not going to lie to you. So we're going to grab him now, and he will come up the list and definitely join this first team. He'll be like a Cam. He'll probably be on the bench ahead of Camarasa because he's 70 overall already. That's good. That's really good news. Something I didn't expect. Something I'm very happy with. There we go. Another player added to the fold. Guys, that is going to wrap us up for episode 1. No gameplay. All about building a squad, doing the transfers, and changing it around. It's got a fresh look to it. I cannot wait to start this fresh career mode for real. In the next episode, we'll finish off any other deals that we want to do. And the league season will start. Here we go. Look. There we are, the first day, the 16th of August 2020 will be the first game, and that will be against Real Sociedad, so I cannot wait for that. Wait for that. Then we got Sevilla, and then this is a really good game to look forward to as well in the league. So we've got 3 very good games to start us off with, guys. Can't wait for that. Can't wait for the next episode. Guys, hit the like button if you enjoy. I hope that you're excited to see this career mode outside of England, in a new league, in Spain, Real Betis. Guys, until next time, thanks for watching, and peace.